in the fire flower, patches, we would see Mario, Peach, Toad chilling out. Mario would be looking down towards the ground, being a little bit more sad. And he lets out a sigh of annoyance. Peach comes over to him and asks him, "What's wrong?" To which Mario responds saying that it's been a long time and it's probably the first that he's been separated from Luigi, that they've done everything together. Everything. Peach then tells Mario that she will not rest until his brother is found and rescued. That they're going to save him no matter what. She then goes towards one of the fire flowers and turns into Fireflower Peach and throws a fireball which ends up lighting the campfire, which is pretty cool, to be honest. Mario then asks the princess something. He tells her that he's told her his story and that he's not heard her story. Like, where did she come from? Peach doesn't answer before turning away. Mario says that it's okay, that she can tell him. And Peach says that it's complicated. She doesn't know how she got to the Mushroom Kingdom. But after hearing about Mario, she says that maybe perhaps she fell through the same portal as he did. But as a child, she couldn't remember much. Only that she saw a tunnel and she entered in while playing hide and seek with her parents. And then on the other side, she found the Toads, who were out when the portal got activated. And they took the princess in. They taught her everything about the Mushroom Kingdom, like fishing, as well as all of the fun, cool things that they could do. And then they made the obstacle course, and Peach, after when she ended up beating the obstacle course, she was crowned the Princess of the Mushroom Kingdom, which was really good. Everyone seemed to like that. But then things changed one day. Mario asks what happened, and Peach then explains that one day a massive ship came in out of nowhere across the Mushroom Kingdom. It had fire and lava all over it. And as it landed by Peach's castle, Peach met with Bowser, along with some other new sort of minion helpers being Goombas, who were part of the Mushroom Kingdom. Bowser had said that he and his minions were basically looking for a home. And him and Peach decided to become friends, and they spent a lot of time together. However, Peach noticed something about Bowser that wasn't particularly the best, most notably being his attitude towards all the Toads, and how he disregarded the safety of others, including destroying most of the things. And Peach saw this, and she instantly realized what Bowser was planning to do when she overheard him in the Mushroom Kingdom library hearing about the superstar and him wanting to find it to achieve ultimate power. However, Peach told Bowser that it's too much for him to handle, and Bowser refused, saying that he could harness its power, and make everyone fall to them. But Peach did not stand for this. And so, well, something happened between Bowser and Peach. She said that he was cold-hearted, greedy, power-hungry. He didn't care for anyone but himself. She could not have him as a friend. And so Bowser was declared banished from the Mushroom Kingdom, which Bowser became heartbroken at this, but proved to Princess Peach that he would find the superstar, and then he would attack the Mushroom Kingdom. But Peach tells him that that will never happen. Mario is surprised to hear this, and he begins to ask more and more questions about it. But Peach said that she made a really dumb decision, and that she doesn't think she can be a good leader. But Mario compliments her, saying that he believes that she can be a good leader, and that she has the skills and the motivation to. And Peach says a simple thank you to Mario before they watch over the stars. Meanwhile, the Shy Guys arrive at Bowser's fortress with Luigi, who is brought up front at Bowser, with the Shy Guys entering out. Kamek shows up and grabs Luigi using some magic. Bowser asks Luigi what is his name, and Luigi replies with, "My name is Luigi," to which Bowser says that do not fear, and that he is here to help Luigi. He'll let him go in exchange for information on a plumber, on this red human guy. Has a mustache similar to yours and wears red. His name's Mario. Do you know anything about him? Luigi refuses, saying that he knows nothing about a guy named Mario. Bowser laughs at this before pulling on Luigi's mustache and asks him again. And Luigi still refuses. Bowser then pulls a chunk of Luigi's mustache hair out before yelling in a fury. And then Luigi finally confesses that he knows who Mario is and that he is his brother and that he is the greatest guy in the whole world. To which Bowser then yells out that would princesses go on dates with him? To which Luigi then declares they might do if they don't have any sense of smell. To which Bowser then furiously throws Luigi across the room, telling him to lock him up in the dungeons, and that he's going to make him watch as he kills Mario right in front of Luigi. And Luigi is tossed into the cages with all of the other, people there. Lubby is seen mocking Luigi. He says, "Fresh meat for the grinder. I can't wait to see what this happens, to see your fate, just like everyone else's, including mine," while laughing maniacally. Just then King Flippy tells Luigi not to be bothered by him, that he is cute, but he's a little wacko in the head. Luigi asks him, how long has he been in here? King Flippy replies saying that they've been in here for a long time. Luigi looks around saying that there must be a way out of this, but Flippy tells him that there's no way out and that they've tried. And unfortunately, Bowser has managed to make this prison unescapable. Just then, King Flippy yells out, declaring to Bowser that he will break out and he will throw 1,000 snowballs in his face. And Yeah, this does not go well. However, Lubby continues to annoy everyone to death by saying how that this is the perfect paradise and it's a perfect holiday and that together they'll all be free in the afterlife. Forever, which aggravates everyone. Luigi looks around before wishing that Mario is here, but he begins to look and tries to plan an escape, so he can break free, of course. Meanwhile, we would see Princess Peach, Mario and Toad and Captain Toad heading towards the Kong Kingdom. As they enter on in, we would see one of the main Kongs answer the door. Princess Peach would tell them that they're here to see King Cranky Kong. And the Kong opens up his car and tells them to hop in as he drives them around the Kong Kingdom with all different sorts of moments and epic parts to it. Mario asks, "What is this place?" And Peach responds, "The Kong Kingdom. It's one of the busiest and biggest kingdoms in the world." And the driver responds saying that we make these sweet carts before making a turn and launching them up into the air into Cranky Kong's castle. With Toad saying, "Let's do that again," with Mario giving a simple "no thank you." As they manage to get in, they see Cranky Kong sitting on top of his throne, looking all sinister. Cranky laughs at them, stating that, so he's heard that they want his army. Why though? And Princess Peach speaks about this. She says that Bowser is invading. He has the superstar and he defeated King Flippy and has locked him up, and that they need to unite together to stop Bowser. It's the only way. Cranky Kong doesn't see this as a big important thing, as he tells them that there's no way of going up against Bowser, and they've done that before. They tried stopping him when he was trying to go for King Flippy, but it didn't work, and they nearly lost the entire army. Mario then yells out that they're not leaving without his army, and that he's helping them or not. Cranky Kong then laughs this off, and so does the guards, but then Cranky Kong gives out a simple growl, and they end up all getting back in line. Cranky asks, "Are you serious? Look at you, Jumpman. Don't make me laugh." "Okay then, tough guy. You seem like a guy I could have fun with. You want this army so badly? I'll make you a deal. Defeat my son in the champion of Kongs, and I'll give you the army. Lose, leave." Peach drags Mario aside, telling him that this is a really bad idea. No one has defeated the champion of Kong. But Mario says it's the only way to beat Bowser. Just then, Cranky Kong interrupts them, saying that it's quite rude to whisper in his castle and to mention his name behind his back. As he says, "Do they have a deal? Time is ticking," as he walks on by. Mario says that he has a deal and that he'll fight the champion and win. To which Cranky laughs at him, saying, "Yeah, don't bet on it." Meanwhile, with Luigi, we would see him looking around to try and figure out a way to get free. As he looks above, he sees that it's been guarded by Koopas. King Flippy tells him that there's no point in getting out. They're stuck here like sitting ducks. However, Luigi manages to sneak over one of the things by jumping out of his cage, sliding through the pillars. As he sneaks on upwards, we'd also see Lubby ends up coming out and following Luigi upwards. Luigi and Lubby would work their way up, avoiding the guards and seeing if they could try and unlock the cages with a key. However, as they try to, they head into a room and are caught by Bowser, who grabs them. He laughs at them, trying to think that they could get away, but says that now, since they've been caught, they're going back into their cages with extra security. They're not moving a muscle without being watched. And then he growls out loud, sending shivers down to Luigi. Back with Mario, he takes a deep breath and walks out to see all the other Kongs booing him. As he looks around, he then notices the doors of the arena open up and sees a silhouette of a shadow running towards the doors. And as Mario takes a closer look, he's a bit confused on what it is, that it seems to be getting bigger and bigger and bigger until it jumps out, landing, revealing it to be Donkey Kong, who starts celebrating, catching Mario off guard, as Mario realizes he's fighting a literal, Kong. As the crowd start cheering Donkey Kong's name, they're booing Mario, cheering for Donkey Kong by saying DK, Donkey Kong, while cheering along into the rap. We'd see other Kongs just cheering on, being awesome, saying that they love DK for who he is, and they literally yelling, smash him DK, crush him DK. And we would see Donkey Kong having a ton of fun, even mentioning it to his grandpa. However, Cranky is not happy with this. He then tells the entire crowd to settle down. However, he keeps hearing a noise of someone cheering out for DK, DK. And Cranky Kong points and says that means you, Diddy Kong, especially you. And Diddy Kong says, sorry. But Donkey Kong says, thank you, Diddy Kong, #1 fan. However, Cranky then says, to make the fight more interesting, he's put power-ups in the arena since he wants the fight to last more than 5 seconds. And Mario and Donkey Kong clash it out, with Mario losing almost every beat to Donkey Kong. But Mario does get a couple of good hits in. However, he ends up getting completely bashed. He uses the fire flower, which doesn't work. He then uses a mini mushroom, which fails miserably. And Donkey Kong punches Mario up into the air. However, Mario gets one of the item blocks and turns into, of course, the cat costume from the film. And while everyone thinks it's adorable, Mario's mocked by Donkey Kong for looking super cute. But Mario easily overpowers Donkey Kong, beating him in a cool fight, and sending him crash landing down below into the water. As Mario asks, has he had enough? Donkey Kong is clearly knocked out, and Mario grabs him by his tie to save him from falling in. And as Mario stands, the crowd starts cheering for Mario, that he did awesome, with Cranky Kong getting really annoyed, before saying, fine, I'll show you the army. A deal's a deal.